Hey, Surfing Cat here. So, you already have one or multiple cats and are excited about getting another one? You might have heard that it can be difficult and stressful for both you and your cats. Cats are solitary and territorial by nature, so they won't be super welcoming to a new cat. So, how to go about introductions? Well, we are going to tell you exactly how to introduce two cats while making sure they feel safe and sound. We're giving you tips and tricks, do's and don'ts, and we'll show you the most important ingredients for any successful introduction: time and patience. Hey, enjoying our videos? Then we would really appreciate it if you could subscribe to our channel. Alright, now that's out of the way, let's get into the video. First, we start with some background information about cats, as that will give you a little more context when discussing today's topic. Wild cats often live busy lives. Whereas our domesticated cats have a house and sometimes a garden as their territory, wild cats have a far larger territory compared to what people expect. Moreover, this territory often includes other animals that the cat would eat in order to survive. Their territories are vast and often very difficult for humans to navigate. Only occasionally, wild cats will interact with other cats on their own territory, but even then the interaction will be very brief. They do not interact with their neighbors on a regular basis because their instincts tell them not to, and because that would be very dangerous. If two cats do meet by chance, they would not show any interest in each other whatsoever and would just go about their business until they are ready to separate. That is how they protect and preserve their own territories, by not interacting with others and staying on guard at all times. Now back to our situation. When cats become domesticated, they are expected to live with other cats in their owner's home, rather than in the wild. But domestication does not change the basic instincts of a cat. They still prefer to keep their distance from others and remain on guard when they encounter them. They do this to protect their owners and their home as well. In fact, they have developed these instincts in order to protect them from predators like dogs, who are more likely to kill a vulnerable cat compared to a mature cat who has learned how to defend itself. With all these things in mind, pay close attention to the tips in this video. The introduction has to go step by step. It can take 8 to 12 months to build proper friendships with another cat. We do not assume, but there is a possibility the two cats will not make it to becoming friends at all. If that would happen, there are a few scenarios. Either the cats start fighting each other, or they find a way to live around each other and peacefully coexist without having anything to do with one another. Of course, we hope it does not come to that point. Therefore, we have 3 steps for you to follow in order to introduce your new cat to your home without making enemies out of your best mates. Step 1. Give them both their own room. Pick a room that is not used often in your house and keep the door closed at all times. In this room, place a bed for the cat to sleep in, a few toys to keep the cat entertained, and a few bowls of food to eat from. Also, you should add a litter box in the room so your new friend has somewhere to relieve itself. Finally, leave some towels on the floor in this room so that it is easy to clean up after the cat has done its business. The reason for separating cats in the beginning is to give them their own space where they can feel comfortable and safe without getting disturbed by the other cats in the house. This way, they will not feel intimidated by the other cats and will have an easier time adjusting to their new home. After a few days, you can switch the cats' locations. This makes it possible for the new cat to explore a different section of your home. An advantage of having them in separate rooms is that you can wait for when you want to show them to each other for the first time, but also that they will already smell each other. This can ease the transition, and they will be more at ease around each other once they finally meet for the first time. Step 2. The first impression. It is hard to say from which moment in time your cats should see each other for the first time. Usually, kittens can make new friends easier compared to adult cats. Hey, we made a video about kittens and introducing them to your home. If you want to see that, check out the link in the upper corner. Okay, you might have an idea how your cat will react. For example, when it sees another cat outside, or when a friend comes over. Is your cat aggressive? Super shy? These might be indicators to wait a little longer. Is your cat very kind to new people? And always happy when it sees another cat somewhere else? That might be an indicator to try it sooner. We would not do it anytime sooner than 1 week after adopting your new cat. As you know yourself, there is only one first impression, and you better regulate it in such a way that you have the highest chances of success. One of the best moments to let them see each other for the first time is when both cats are relaxed. You can consider your cat being relaxed after it had its food and played for a while, so when it is already a bit tired. Namely, the risk of having one cat who is super playful or grumpy might overwhelm the other cat. When you first introduce them, make sure there are 2 people in the room, one who is sitting with one cat and one with the other. When the cats see each other and smell each other, separate them again and give them a treat. How did it go? Without aggression and fear? That is good news. It is important for both cats to process what has happened by having a good nap. While sleeping, they might consider that it was actually not that bad. This procedure can be repeated a few times until they seem relaxed and are ready for a new encounter. Step 3. Let the cats spend time together. Next step is to let them spend time with each other for a bit longer. Important, supervise these face-to-face meetings carefully. It might take more than 1 try before they feel completely comfortable around each other. It might even take up to 10 tries. Again, try to bring them together when they are relaxed. Maybe add some treats to make it a little bit fun for them. This way, you can encourage their interaction and make it less stressful for both cats. When they start to play and explore with each other, that is a good sign. Still, separate them after some time and extend the time of them being together day by day until you make the assessment that they've become friends and can live together happily ever after. Note, you should separate them immediately if one of your feline friends is hiding a lot or harassing the other. Try meeting them up another time again. If it does not feel good or does not progress as the days go by, please consult a professional. Alright, before we wrap up the video, we would like to discuss some do's and don'ts to make sure you are doing everything in your power to make your newfound friendship a success. The don'ts. 1. Never force the animals to spend time together right away. Give them time to adjust to the idea of being together. 2. Do not hurry at any point in time. It can take days, weeks, or even months. Patience is key when introducing cats. 3. The new cat is not the only one who might be excited or even nervous about having a new home. You should not forget that the cat you had first has the idea the house is their territory. Carefully assess how both are doing. Alright, onto the do's. Number 1. Provide separate beds and toys for each cat so they can choose where they want to be. This will make them feel more comfortable when they are getting used to each other. 2. Pay attention to each cat's behavior and pay attention to any signs of aggression. If you see aggression at any time, separate the cats immediately until they can become reacquainted later. 3. Always supervise the first meeting of 2 cats carefully to make sure they feel safe and don't have any accidents. It is also important that the cats get to know each other in a calm and non-threatening environment. Thank you for watching this video. Let's do a quick recap. We started by giving you some context, which gives you insight on why it is such a difficult process to introduce 2 cats to each other. After, we discussed some tips for introducing 2 cats safely and then went into more detail about things you can do to help them develop a healthy relationship. Finally, we wrapped up the video with some do's and don'ts. Hopefully, this helps you with introducing your new cat. If you found this video helpful, if you have any questions, or if you have suggestions for future videos, please let us know in the comments down below. And again, please consider subscribing to our channel. It only takes 1 click, but goes a long way.